This is my dad. He was born in 1970, and I'm going to be interviewing him about his music experiences from his era. All right, first question. What was your favorite music experience from high school or college?
I think high school was my first concert, which was I was 15. I went to see Billy Idol. College, a lot of the like Warped Tours, Vans Warped Tours, the big venue concerts where you had multiple stage, were probably the funnest concerts to go to.
I know you've been to a lot of concerts, so out of all of those, what would you say is the most awesome one that you've been to?
That's tough because I mean, you go younger, your music changes as you get older and what you want to listen to. So I would say younger, probably the big venue concerts, the Vans Warped Tour, because you got to see multiple artists. Then older, I think Stagecoach was probably a good experience. It was fun. Same kind of idea. You get to see a lot of different artists in one venue.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes it fun.
Yeah, and usually at those venues, there's like a lot of small underground bands. Did you see any of those small underground bands before, or artists before they hit the mainstream?
So the Cult opened for Billy Idol, and the Cult didn't become popular for probably another 4 years, maybe 3 years. They were really good. They put on a great show. The Ataris opened for Social Distortion before anybody heard of them. Same thing with Tiger Army opened for Social Distortion at a different venue. Both those bands ended up becoming pretty well known in that area, that genre of music.
Yeah. So how did you listen when you were a kid? What was your like preferred way of listening to music?
Well, not to date myself, but we started with cassettes, and we used to record on boom boxes or ghetto blasters. We used to record from the radio on the cassette tapes. And then as CDs came out, probably listened more. Actually, yeah, I got into buying CDs, as you know, and I have hundreds of CDs of music from every genre that you can imagine. It's all over the place, from rock to punk to classic to surf music to country music. I mean, I listen to everything.
Yeah. If you had to take a guess, how many do you think, like just a wild guess, how many CDs do you think are up there?
Well over 100, maybe.
I'll display a picture of the collection. So, fifth question, what did your parents think about the music that you listened to?
My dad used to call Billy Idol Billy Idiot. And he'd get mad when I listened to, heavy metal, or he hated it. But never really made a big deal about it other than making fun of their names.
Okay. Well, did music become a part of your daily life in high school and college? Like, did it affect the clothes you wore, the people you hang out with, the stuff you did, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, definitely music. I had groups of people that liked certain music. We went to concerts, got really into concerts. I went to hundreds of concerts. Loved live music. Guys that I grew up with, we listened to certain music and went to concerts. Guys kind of later on, like college and after, certain guys I went to concerts with. But it was, yeah, I loved music. Obviously, with my CD collection, I love listening to music, and it definitely affected where I went, what shows, who I hung out with, and what I wore.
Well, thanks for your time, Dad.
Thanks, bud.